Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 38th favorite dad in the family community, Papa West, Jacob West, here for match number 2 of round number 2. It's funny because the way round number 1 worked out, the very first match that aired was the 16-17 seed instead of the 132, just because of how timing and scheduling all worked out. And it's the same in round number 2. We ended up airing the second match last week, and then this week we're doing what should have been the first match. But again, scheduling, it's just how it works out. Sometimes that happens. But is it bad? I hope not. I hope it works out great. We do have the number 1 seed, Chad Webb, taking on the number 16 seed, James Puckett. It should be very exciting. But thankfully, somebody to help kind of reel me in to keep me not as excited. I have one John Marr with me today. John, how's it going?
Who better to reel you in than me? With my deadpan humor, my razor sharp wit. I will definitely, if you go on a tangent, I'm here for you, Papa. Just hear my voice, take a deep breath. Let's get to some trivia.
Yeah, that kind of worked. Thanks for the advice, John. But yeah, no, we have a very exciting match. So, John, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our number 1 seed, Chad Webb. Chad, how's it going today?
Hey, it's going great. This match is about over a year in the making. So I've been thinking this probably wasn't going to happen, and I'm excited it is. I love to play some trivia. Going to see how I do.
Definitely. And the last time we saw our good friend, Chad, he took on Steve Mesa. Steve was the number 32 seed, and he TKO'd him. I don't remember exactly how that match went, other than that fact, because like the first 12 matches ended in TKO. But Chad, any words of encouragement to your opponent, or any trash talk that you want to say before we get into this?
No, I'm not the trash talk type, really, not yet at least. But Steve was a really good player. I KO'd him somehow, so hopefully I get lucky again.
Definitely. Well, I hate the fact that you don't trash talk. Don't worry, we'll get there one day. You'll grow up eventually. But I'll go ahead and bring in his opponent today, the number 16 seed, James Puckett. James, how's it going today?
Swimmingly.
That's an interesting adjective. Interesting adjective.
It's actually an adverb.
Adverb, whatever. Some people enjoy swimming, some people don't. So it's, I guess, whoever says it. If you like swimming, then it's a good adverb. If you hate swimming, it's a bad adverb. James, yes, last time we saw you, I believe it was the number 17 seed, Russell Howell, is who you took on in round number 1, where you also ended in a TKO finish. Any thoughts about that and how that will affect your match today?
I don't remember much. I didn't even remember that it was a TKO. I do remember that I won. So thank you very much for having me again. It's an honor and a privilege, as they said, and not another teen movie. No, yeah, I'm definitely probably not the favorite in this match, but I'm just here to try and get some questions right and have a good time.
All right. Well, definitely, according to numbers, you're not the favorite. But again, seeds were randomly generated. So do not feel bad that you are ranked lower. We're still somewhat new enough that there are technically no seeds, or at least no canon seeds. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in.
If I should be lowered, to by all means to Chad.
All right. So with that, Chad is here. We're going to go ahead and get into this. But first, I have to describe some rules, explain how we do this. But I'm only going to explain round number 1 because that's the round we're about to get into. TMG singles is 3 rounds to a finish. Round number 1, I'm going to ask both competitors 10 questions, ranging from all different categories in the world of movies. You're going to take your answer, whether it's the correct answer, whether it's a funny answer, whether you just really want to say something nice about me. Write it on a piece of paper, whiteboard, etch a sketch, carve into your arm. How you do it, I do not care. Just after a certain amount of time, I'm going to call you by your name. You're going to reveal your answer. Not only are you going to visually show me what you wrote, you're going to vocally tell me. Because let's be honest, I can't read most handwriting because everyone here in this world sucks at writing. It's not my fault. But tell me what you wrote. If you're correct, you get a point. If you're incorrect, you get nothing. Because I don't give things to losers. You have to earn everything I give you. Throughout the entirety of the match, you do get 4 repeats to use whenever. However, the only thing is, if you did not hear me, whether that's because I mumbled or you had really bad internet, let me know. I'll give you a free respin. We do this on the internet. Sometimes internet isn't the best thing in the world. So I'm not going to take that from you. I'm not going to take your repeat. I'll give you a free technical repeat. And if you didn't like the wording of a question, if you think your answer is correct and mine's wrong, you're not. I'm smart. I research all of my questions before writing them, so I can guarantee I'm correct. But I'll at least give you that option. I'll take like 5 seconds to think that you have a case, but you really don't. But at least I give you that option. And if in round 1, if you answer all 10 questions correct, I'll give you a bonus question. You won't get all 10 correct, but something to shoot for? I don't know. With that, Chad, are you ready?
Yes.
James, are you ready?
See.
See what? I'm kidding. I am cultured. So with that, John, ask them question number 1.
Gentlemen, your first question comes in the category of Joel Schumacher. What Joel Schumacher film takes place in the fictional California town of Santa Carla?
Now's a good time to let everybody know. On John's wall are many posters. Several have creepy women on them. There's also a timer counting down from 15 on John's wall. This timer is not canon. This timer is specifically there to make sure I give everyone an appropriate amount of time. About 15, 20 seconds per question, not minutes. That happened in Papa's Birthday Extravaganza number 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go and start off with Chad.
I wrote Falling Down.
And James.
The Lost Boys.
Falling Down, very popular in testing. The Lost Boys is correct. James getting that 1 point. With that, question number 2 is going to be in the world of Quentin Tarantino. How many films has Tarantino directed that have an appearance by Kurt Russell?
Screen legend Kurt Russell.
Man Who Owns My Heart, Kurt Russell.
Oh, wow. I'll be sure to tell him next time I see him.
Oh, please do.
Yes.
Let him know that I would do anything for that man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting off with James.
3.
And Chad.
I think you might be right. I said 2.
When in doubt, 3 it out. 3 is correct. Of course, Death Proof, The Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood were the 3 that he appears in.
All right. Your third question comes in the category of the 2020s. Who directed the 2021 superhero film Venom, Let There Be Carnage?
John, I just want to say, I really enjoy hearing you say 2020s and 2022. You enunciate them just like I do. It makes me not feel super weird.
No, it's 20 is meant to be said like 20. That's how I feel. 20.
Makes sense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Chad.
Andy Serkis.
And James.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis is correct. Chad finally getting on the board. Question number 4 comes in the category of quotes. In what movie will you hear the parody of a famous quote? If you build it, nerds will come. The famous quote, obviously, if you build it, they will come. Or actually, it's he will come.
He will come, yes.
Most people say they will come. It's not they, it's he. Only one person. But I want to know, what movie will the nerds come? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, James.
I don't know. Superbad.
And Chad.
I said the Lego Movie.
Ooh, see, it's a nerd movie that still involves baseball, The Benchwarmers.
Oh, that did pop into my head briefly.
Your fifth question comes in the category of time loop movies. What is the name the aliens are called in 2014's Edge of Tomorrow? What do they call those fellows?
And I need the actual name. I don't want you to say like anything mean.
No
let's
slurs.
Like, canonically, what are they called?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Tom Cruise at one point calls them like annoying pieces of shit. I don't need you to write that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going with Chad.
I don't know. I said like sectons or whatever.
And James.
There was a Nickelodeon slime called Gak. Gax.
Unfortunately, Nickelodeon still owns the rights to anything and everything GAC related. We were looking for mimics. Question number 6 comes in the category of comic book movies. Who directed 2003's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
There's a league, there's gentlemen in it, and they are extraordinary. And extraordinary, an adjective.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I failed English several times throughout school, so I needed that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
Just a guess, Joe Carnahan.
And Chad.
I have no idea. I said Zack Snyder.
Ooh, both incorrect. We're looking for Stephen Norrington.
Your 7th question comes in Chad's strength of Harry Potter. Who plays Rubeus Hagrid in the Harry Potter franchise?
Harry Potter, of course. This is Chad's strength because in TMG singles and teams, whenever I ask for a strength, not only do I make it an option in round number 2, I make it an option in round number 3, and you get a question in round number 1. So you're guaranteed at least one question in your strength.
That's amazing.
John, isn't that such a strange concept?
It's
5, 4,
great.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, going to Chad.
Rest in peace, Robbie Coltrane.
And James.
Very much so. Robbie Coltrane.
Robbie Coltrane is correct. Both gentlemen getting that after a couple missed questions. Question number 8 comes in the category of movie release date. This is James's strength. What year saw the release of the films Escape from New York, Porky's, and Time Bandits? Like I said earlier, this is James's strength. Fun fact, guys, when I ask for a strength in question writing in TMG singles and teams, not only is it an option in round number 2, I make it an option in round number 3, and I make it a question in round number 1. So you're guaranteed at least one question in your strength.
You just keep giving. It's such a giving.
John.
Yeah.
Is that such a strange concept?
What a concept.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go with James.
1981.
And Chad.
I said 1987.
Ooh, one correct, one very off. James is correct. It is 1981.
As they say in this business, your penultimate question comes in the category of the 1980s. In what 1980s science fiction film will you see the villainous creature called the Beast travel to a planet in his spaceship called the Black Fortress?
So, first off, I've never once said that. Never called it the penultimate question. But I will say this movie is like the second most. This is like the movie I've asked the second most amount of questions about. John, you know what the first one is?
I'm gonna throw out. It's probably flypaper.
It is more than likely flypaper.
Yeah.
If I could actually like stat them out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go with Chad
I said the Dark Crystal.
and James.
Kroll.
James is correct. It is Kroll. Kroll and Flypaper, both very underwatched movies. Go ahead and watch them. They're both fantastic. Question number 10 comes in the category of plot synopsis. I'm going to read the plot synopsis of a movie. It is your job to tell me what the movie is. Listen carefully, though, because if you ask me to repeat it, I will hate you forever. Today's plot synopsis is a South Boston cop goes undercover to infiltrate the organization of a mob chief. As the cop gains the trust of the mobster, a career criminal infiltrates the police department and reports its activities to his bosses. When both organizations learn they have a mole in their midst, the two must figure out each other's identities to save their own lives. John, neither of them writing. They either got it while I was reading it, or they don't know.
They probably wrote it down while you were reading it. That's just gonna throw that out there.
More than likely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, going with James.
The Departed.
And Chad.
The Departed.
Yes, the random movie generator. Sometimes you get Finding Nemo. Sometimes you get The Fisher King.
I did get The Fisher King.
You did get The Fisher King.
Yes.
In this chance, it is The Departed. With that, we are moving on to round number 2. James with the lead at 7. Chad right behind with 3. But it is still anybody's game, technically. With that, as we move on to round number 2. Round number 2 is a wheel round. I am going to share a wheel brought to us by wheeldecide.com. Once I click all the buttons needed to share wheels. Each competitor is going to get a spin at the wheel. If they do not like the first spin, they are awarded 1 free mulligan. However, if you use your mulligan, you are stuck with whatever it lands on. Unless it lands on opponent's choice. If it lands on opponent's choice, you're stuck with it, regardless if it's your first or second. Each category corresponds to 5 questions in that category, worth 2 points apiece. If you do not know the answer or you just really like options, you can go to multiple choice. However, doing this devalues it from 2 points apiece to 1 point apiece. And if you get it incorrect, your opponent does get the chance to steal for however many points you would have gotten it for. Today's wheel categories are Alien/Predator, James Bond, De Niro Scorsese collaborations, sports, Back to the Future, war movies, the 2 strengths of Harry Potter and movie release dates, and spinners and opponent's choice. With that, James, you are currently in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I'm going to defer.
Defer. So with that, Chad, your spin is in. And it lands on sports movies. Would you like to keep that or spin that again?
I'll try again.
I'm going to go ahead and try again. With that, whatever it lands on, he is stuck with. And it lands on De Niro Scorsese collaborations. So with that, I will be reading you your questions. This obviously, Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese. Chad, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Question number 1. What is the name of the titular casino in 1995's Casino?
I hear this question all the time, and I'm gonna take a guess. Is it the Tangiers?
Tangiers is correct for 2 points. With that being said, I forgot to say earlier, Scorsese De Niro collaborations, this category, written by our friend Abel DeLu. Thank you, Abel, for writing this. And if you are sitting at home thinking to yourself, I would really love to write a category for TMG Singles or Teams, message me. I'll send you out some categories. I'll let you write them. If you're good, I'll add you to my writing team. If you're bad, I'll never ask you to write questions again. So if I've asked you to write questions once and never wrote it again, do with that information as you will. With that, Chad, your second question. What is the name of Rupert Pupkin's autobiography in The King of Comedy?
Oof, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, King for a Night, B, 50 Times More Famous, C, Pay the Price, or D, Rock Bottom, Soft Landing.
I'll go C.
C, Pay the Price is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1 point steal. What is the name of Rupert Pupkin's autobiography in The King of Comedy? A, King for a Night, B, 50 Times More Famous, C, Pay the Price, or D, Rock Bottom, Soft Landing?
A.
A, King for a Night is correct for the 1-point steal. With that, Chad, your third question. Who plays union lawyer Bill Buffalino in The Irishman?
Give me a multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Stephen Graham, B, Bobby Cannavale, C, Sebastian Maniscalco, or D, Ray Romano.
Ray Romano.
That is correct for 1 point. There we go. Your next question. What is Harvey Keitel's pimp's character's nickname in Taxi Driver?
God, I wish I knew this one right away. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Easy Money, B, Sport, C, Wizard, or D, Doughboy.
A.
A, Easy Money is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1-point steal. What is Harvey Keitel's pimp's character's nickname in Taxi Driver? A, Easy Money, B, Sport, C, Wizard, or D, Doughboy?
D. Doughboy.
D, Doughboy is also incorrect. We were looking for
Damn.
B, Sport.
Yeah.
And then with that, Chad, your final question in the category of the Nero Scorsese collaboration. In what film will you hear the quote, I understand you try to help him out because of our family and his family. That's nice. I understand. But watch yourself. Don't spoil anything. Honorable men go with honorable men.
Can I get a repeat of that, please?
Yes, using your first repeat of the night. In what film will you hear the quote, I understand you try to help him out because of our family and his family. That's nice. I understand. But watch yourself. Don't spoil anything. Honorable men go with honorable men.
Let me go multiple
All right.
choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Mean Streets, B, New York, New York, C, Goodfellas, or D, Casino.
Let me go Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is incorrect. James, your chance for the 1-point steal. In what film will you hear the quote, I understand you try to help him out because of our family and his family. That's nice, I understand. But watch yourself. Don't spoil anything. Honorable men go with honorable men. Is it A, Mean Streets, B, New York, New York, C, Goodfellas, or D, Casino?
A.
A, Mean Streets is correct for the 1-point steal.
I almost guessed that too. God damn it.
With that, James still in the lead with 9. Chad still right behind with 6. So with that, James, we are going into your spin for round number 2. There we go. And it lands on opponent's choice. So with that, Chad, did you want me to reread these options for round number 2?
No, I'll go ahead and if I give him my strength, I can still get it in round 3 for that stuff. It's separate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Round number 2 and round number 3 are separate.
I'll go ahead and give him Harry Potter then.
Giving him Harry Potter. All right, so with that, I will quit sharing that wheel. and we will take a little break because I'm going to be sending John those Harry Potter questions. Which means you at home, you got to watch all of this because Papa doesn't edit.
That's one thing about him. Doesn't edit. Too lazy.
100%. Like, could y'all imagine if I did how much longer it would take to get matches? And it already takes so
even longer.
I know, right? So with that, John, you should be receiving those questions. I will also let you know I'm only sending you the question. With that being said, James, if you ask for multiple choice, I will ask you your multiple choice options. And then if there is the chance for the steal, if you went to multiple choice, Chad, I'll read you the question and options. If you didn't go to multiple choice, James, then John will read everything. And I will also let you know if you are correct or incorrect.
Okay.
James, if you're ready, your first question in Harry Potter. What is the first password to Gryffindor Tower as seen in Sorcerer's Stone?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Grata Domum, B, Caput Draconis, C, Fortuna Major, or D, Quid Aegis.
C.
C, Fortuna Major is incorrect. Chad, your chance for the 1 point steal. What is the first password to Gryffindor Tower as seen in the Sorcerer's Stone? Is it A, Grata Domum, B, Caput Draconis, C, Fortuna Major, or D, Quid Aegis?
It is Caput Draconis.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
All right, James, your second question. What is used to destroy Helga Hufflepuff's cup in Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, the Sword of Gryffindor, B, a curse, C, Fiendfire, or D, the Basilisk's Fang.
Can you reread that one more time?
Sure. What is used to destroy Helga Hufflepuff's cup in Deathly Hallows Part 2? And
is it A, the Sword of Gryffindor, B, a curse, C, Fiendfire, or D, the Basilisk's Fang?
A.
A, the Sword of Gryffindor is incorrect. Chad, your chance for the 1 point steal. What is used to destroy Helga Hufflepuff's cup in Deathly Hallows Part 2? A, the Sword of Gryffindor, B, a curse, C, Fiendfire, or D, the Basilisk's Fang?
It is the Basilisk's Fang.
That is correct for 1 point.
We should just give it to him. It's not going to go well.
There's three more.
Yeah, I didn't know in the tournament we had the opponent's choice. Sorry. Yeah, but should have studied.
Your third question is, who pukes on Snape's shoes at Slughorn's party in Half-Blood Prince?
No actor questions? Okay. Who pukes on Snape's thing in the Half-Blood Prince? Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Cormac McLagan, B, Neville Longbottom, C, Ron Weasley, or D, Marcus Belby.
Will you repeat the question again for me?
Sure. Who pukes on Snape's shoes at Slughorn's party in The Half-Blood Prince?
Is it A, Cormac McLagan, B, Neville Longbottom, C, Ron Weasley, or D, Marcus Belby?
B, Neville.
Neville is incorrect. Chad, your chance for the 1 point steal. Who pukes on Snape's shoes at Slughorn's party in Half-Blood Prince? A, Cormac McLagan, B, Neville Longbottom, C, Ron Weasley, or D, Marcus Belby?
It is Cormac McLagan.
That was my ninth guess.
That is correct for 1 point.
I have to minimize something from my thing. I apologize. Something
Okay.
popped up, and I'm trying to quit out of it. It's playing music very loudly in my ear. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. With that, just a reminder, Chad with 3 repeats and James now with 2 as we continue with round number 2.
Your fourth question. Who plays Molly Weasley in the franchise?
Can I have multiple choice?
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Miranda Richardson, B, Victoria Wood, C, Samantha Morton, or D, Julie Walters.
B as in boy.
B, Victoria Wood is incorrect.
God
Chad,
dang it.
your chance for the 1-point steal. Who plays Molly Weasley in the franchise? A, Miranda Richardson, B, Victoria Wood, C, Samantha Morton, or D, Julie Walters.
It is Julie Walters.
That is correct for 1 point.
James, your final question in Harry Potter. Who does Harry overhear saying that Sirius Black is his godfather in Prisoner of Azkaban?
Can I get multiple choice?
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Molly Weasley, B, Arthur Weasley, C, Minerva McGonagall, or D, Albus Dumbledore.
B as in boy.
B, Arthur Weasley is incorrect. Chad, your
God
chance
damn it,
for the
dude.
1-point steal. Who does Harry overhear saying that Sirius Black is his godfather in Prisoner of Azkaban? A, Molly Weasley, B, Arthur Weasley, C, Minerva McGonagall, or D, Albus Dumbledore.
I believe it is Minerva McGonagall.
I believe you are correct for the 1-point steal. With that, I forgot to say it earlier. Today's Harry Potter's questions were written by Jake Tato. Jake Tato, thank you so much for watching this,
Tato.
or so much for writing those. If you sitting at home would like to write some questions for Papa, message me. I'll give you a category. If I like them, I'll add you to my writer's room. If I don't like them, I'll never ask you to write questions again. We'll see what happens. So with that, as we move on to round number 3, Chad taking the lead with 11, James right behind with 9. As we move on to round number 3, this is another wheel round. Still brought to us by WillDecide.com. This wheel, a lot smaller, only 5 categories instead of the 10 on the last one. We still have the strength of Harry Potter and movie release dates, but we also have 3 added categories: action adventure, animated, and 1980s. Each competitor is going to spin the wheel to get a 2-point question, a 3-point question, and a 5-point question in one of these 5 categories. They're going to spin the wheel for every category, so you could get 3 questions all from the same category, or you could get 3 different categories for the questions. Chad, because you are in the lead, I'm going to give you 2 free respins to use whenever, however you want. Heck, you don't even have to use them. That wouldn't hurt my feelings. James, don't worry. I will still give you 1, so you're not stuck with what it lands on the first time. With that, we're going to go to Chad first to get his spins. So, Chad, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Because regardless, you're going to spin anyway. So, Chad, your 2-point question is going to be in the category of animated. Do you want to keep that or use one of your respins?
I'll keep it.
All right. So, Chad, keeping animated. Your 3-point question lands on Harry Potter. Would you like to keep that or spin it again?
I'll keep it.
Keeping Harry Potter. And now this for your 5-point question. It lands on movie release dates. Would you like to keep movie release dates or spin it again?
I'll try my respin.
You'll try your respin. Funnily enough, you have 2. It lands on Harry Potter. Would you like to keep that or use your final respin?
Keep it.
Keeping Harry Potter for his 5. So with that, Chad's questions are going to be animated for 2, Harry Potter for 3, and Harry Potter for 5. With that, James, we're going to go ahead and go to your spin. Just a reminder, you only have 1 respin to use for any of the 3. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So with that, your 2-point question can't come in the category of animated. Chad has already taken that, so you do get 1 free respin on this one. Action adventure. Would you like to keep action adventure or use your respin?
I'll keep it.
Keeping action adventure. With that, this will be for your 3 points. It lands on action adventure. Would you like to keep that or use your 1 respin?
I'll use my respin.
Using your 1 respin now. So whatever it lands on here, you will be stuck with, and you will be stuck with whatever it lands on for your 5. I say that you're not stuck with this. You do get that 1 free respin because Chad is using Harry Potter for his 3.
This is a Harry Potter match.
Apparently. Henry Sanchez would hate this. It lands on animated for 3 points. All right, so James, this is for your 5-point question.
Oh.
And it lands on movie release dates.
I have no shot at this. You already have, what, 8 for Harry Potter? Man, I'm good. Let's do this. All right, what's my action adventure?
Hey, you never know. So with that, James, your 2 points going to be an action adventure. Your 3 in animated and your 5 in movie release dates. You are down by 2 with 2 repeats. Chad has 3. So with that, I'm going to read off James's questions. John, you should have Chad's questions if we need to go that far.
All right.
So, James, for 2 points in the category of action adventure, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Who plays Amleth's father, King Arvindil, in 2022's The Northman?
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan is incorrect. We were looking for Ethan Hawke.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
With that, we're going to move on to your 3-point question in the category of animated. Who voices the titular character in 1997's Hercules?
Tate Donovan.
That is correct for 3 points. With that, James takes a 1-point lead. So now we have to move on to Chad for his 2-point question.
I'm going to read it right out of the old chat. Your 2-point question, Chad. What is this an animated?
This is an animated.
Yeah. What kind of creature is Dennis Leary's character Francis in A Bug's Life?
Oh. Can I get a repeat of that one?
Sure. What kind of creature is Dennis Leary's character Francis in A Bug's Life?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Is he
1.
a grasshopper?
That is incorrect. The correct answer is a ladybug.
That's a hard question, dude.
That's right. Okay.
He is the ladybug who's a part of the circus.
I remember. I forgot he voiced him.
All right. So we'll move on to your 3-point question in Harry Potter. In what film will you hear the Weasley twins deliver the line, "Thought we heard your dulcet tones. Don't bottle it up, though, mate"?
My God, this isn't a 5. Yeah, give me a repeat of that one, actually.
Sure. In what film will you hear the Weasley twins deliver the line, "Thought we heard your dulcet tones. Don't bottle it up, though, mate"?
Chad, as a reminder, you have one left after this.
Dulcet tones?
And it's dulcet, Dulcet.
Dulcet tones. Don't bottle it up.
5, 4, 3.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
That is correct for 3
Oh.
points.
That was a guess. Sorry.
Just a reminder, Jake Tato wrote these questions. If you have any issues, either message him or message Matt Graham on Facebook.
No,
Matt Graham is our TMG complaint department. He does something with them. I don't know what he does.
Tato's a good writer.
So with that, Chad did take the lead. James, we are moving on to you. This is your 5-point question, and it landed on the category of movie release dates. Just
How
remind
many?
you,
Yeah, sorry. That's what I was going to ask. My bad.
you have 2 repeats.
Yes, sir.
All right, for 5 points. Name 2 of the 4 years to see the release of a Three Ninjas movie.
(1992) and 1994.
That is correct for 5 points.
Wow.
We would have also accepted 1993 or 1998. So with that, this is where we're sitting at. James is in the lead with 17, Chad with 14. Chad, you are down by 3. You have 1 question left, and it is for 5 points. In the category of your strength, Harry Potter, you get it right, you move on. You get it wrong, you lose. John, please read the man his question.
Your final question in Harry Potter for 5 points. What is Ron's first chess move in the enchanted chess game in Philosopher's Stone?
You have 1 repeat.
This is a tough question. I'm just going to go guess for it. Is it knight to e5?
That is incorrect. The correct answer, pawn to d5, which means, and your winner, moving on to round number 3, James Puckett.
Good game, Chad, dude. Man, that was hard as balls, brother. Good game, brother.
With that, Chad, I hate to do this to you, but because of that, you are a loser. This area is only
no, not at all, man.
my loser. James, you pulled
Oh my
God. Very tough round 2.
Yeah, dude.
Looking dim, but you pulled it out right at the end. How are you feeling after that?
I was feeling really bad, and I because I was like, damn it, I forgot Spinner's Choice was on there. But you know what? To Chad's credit, I would have done the same thing, man. I would have probably asked him to do movie release dates. So, but you know, round 3, when it started, I was only down 2. Chad obviously knows Harry Potter, but he obviously knows a bunch of other stuff too. So I really needed my first round, basically. But I haven't had a win, dude, since like March or April of last year, and this is very nice. And Chad is one of the nicest people out there in these leagues, and he's a hell of a phenomenal competitor, man. So, Chad, all the respect in the world, dude. This was a really tough match, man. Great job to you too.
Definitely. Well, I always say try to get at least half of your questions right in round number 1, and you should be in good hands. You got 7. You got
Yeah.
More than half. And
It
you were
gave me a
counting
shot with a bad round two. It gave me a shot with a
Yeah.
bad round two. Yeah.
and you were kind of counting yourself out. But you got to remember, when it comes to strengths, especially if you pick a franchise that is used quite a bit, like the Wizarding World is, those questions can kind of get deep. So you never know how tough your question is going to be. But with that, you are moving on to round number 3 to take on David Garcia, who TKO'd Hunter Challenge. How are you feeling knowing this information now?
Honestly, I am just happy that even if I lose next time, I'll be 2-1 in the tournament. I'll have a winning record in the tournament. So like, I'm just happy to get this win. This has been a long time coming, man. I'm gonna seeing John's Creep Show poster in the background is making me smile even more. So this is awesome. Thank you guys again.
Well, somebody getting a smile out of John's posters is definitely a very different feeling for him, because most of the people freak out by the other poster right beside it. John, you've told me what movie that is several times. I always forget.
A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. That's fantastic.
Yep.
This one over here.
Yeah.
Both of them.
That's High Tension, and that's A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. And then you got You're Next. Got Hostel. I got the Belko Experiment, Hatchet, Let the Right One In, and The Horror Show. I'm gonna get another one here eventually.
And see, with Papa, you get a little Darth Vader Lego bot, kind of on the corner of his dresser. So you get good quality content right there. You get creepy content with John. See, that's why we pair so well together. But with that, James, congrats. I'm going to throw you in the back. We will see you next year whenever I get round number 3. Hopefully it should be a lot sooner than next year. But I'm going to go ahead and bring in our unfortunate loser today, Chad. Chad, you had a great round 2, especially with those steals. Just unfortunately, you picked a bad strength. Do you think you should have picked something else as a strength?
No, absolutely not. I'm not perfect in Harry Potter. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm very, very strong. And you know the one thing you pointed to your Darth Vader thing. I miss the oatmeal cream pies, and I kind of want one right now.
All right. So, fun fact: I was at Walmart last night and bought one of those big packs of oatmeal cream pies. But unfortunately, the pantry is up those stairs, and so.
Gotcha.
That's where I am to pack my lunch in the morning. So it's better to have the oatmeal cream pies there than to have them here.
Makes
when
sense.
I move out, maybe I will have my oatmeal cream pies in a better visual location. We'll see.
Perfect.
But that is a tale for a different time.
Jokes aside, I did want to congratulate James. He did very good. I'm very proud of him because that was like he said, is a very tense match. I was like on the edge of my seat the entire time. Like he was like, "Good game, Chad. You got Harry Potter. You got all the Harry Potter." I'm like, do not say I won yet, because I did not. And credit to Tato. He wrote a really hard 3 and a really hard 5. That was a guess for my 3-point. And the 5, I was like, I haven't memorized the chess moves, and I should, because it's bitten me before. But yeah, giving him my strength in round 2. I didn't know how that was going to go. I didn't know how well versed he was in Harry Potter, and it was a brilliant move because every single time he just got it wrong, and I was like, I know it. So that was perfect. I'm kicking myself in round 1 over the bench warmers, and in round 2 also for Mean Streets, because it was in my head. I almost set it for 2 points, and I almost wrote bench warmers, and I didn't do that. And I might have won if I did, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for hosting and asking the questions, and congrats against James, because that was a brilliant performance.
Well, as I'm re-looking at the score, you lost by 3 points. That Mean Streets was a 2-point swing. So had you gone with your gut, you probably would have won this. So hey, kids, go with your gut. Your gut hardly ever leads you astray. But with that, Chad, unfortunately, this does mean you are out of the tournament. But we would love to see you in TMG singles if you would like to continue competing.
Absolutely.
Is there anybody out there that you would want to take on?
Um, who are the normal people? I don't know who's still left in the tournament. I'm always down to play Kevin, Poss, Noah McCausland, or Will Cohen, John's best friend, Will Cohen.
All right. Kevin, no longer in the tournament. He lost to Dan Skip Allen. Noah McCausland has yet to compete in TMG singles. I don't know if I can get him out of his Harry Potter man cave enough to compete in TMG singles. And Will Cohen, we just saw compete against JPO in our kind of open matches. So I'll see if I can get one of those to work for you.
Cool.
We'll see. I might force Noah to compete. That might work out. Noah, if you're watching this, message me. But it doesn't matter because I'm contractually obligated to compete in Movie Battleground. So I guess you're going to be contractually obligated to compete in TMG singles because this is pop as hell. With that, Chad, thank you so much. Good job, even though you weren't able to get the win. John, final thoughts.
Close match, back and forth match. That round 2 was just Steelers paradise. Everybody stealing points. And then round 3, extremely tough questions, making everybody sweat. Tight the whole way. That's kind of what we like to see here. Just a match. I never would have predicted this. I'm sure you wouldn't have predicted that either.
There's a reason I don't bet on trivia. I'll bet on football. Football is a good thing for me to bet on. I made like $20 in the Super Bowl. So, hey, that worked out for me. So with that, John, thank you so much for joining me. Can't wait to have you again as I kick you to the back. And it's just me now. Thank you so much for watching this. If you liked it, please leave a little thumbs up. Leave a comment. I don't care what you comment. Just comment something. And if you haven't done so already, there's a little red button, kind of that big, says subscribe. If you have not done it yet, click it. Takes no effort at all. It doesn't cost anything either because YouTube's still free mostly. Some things you have to pay for, not TMG singles or teams or TM Geek. And we'd really like it if you hit subscribe. It does nothing for me, but I would really enjoy it. You wouldn't make me cry. Don't make Papa cry. But with that, for parting words, hey, stay safe, make good choices, wash your hands. Or don't. I really don't care. I'm not your dad. But I could be your papa. All right. And end broadcast.